where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Falcons will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense. To the ground with the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The give to the fullback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Got his man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you this is going to be more of the same, partner.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it in the middle, it's Chapman. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
And you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. And because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Dumps it to the back. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Crosses the 40. He's loose. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown Air Force. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Horvath. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts him in the spinner, still running. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hodges. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll power it inside with the fullback. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line, brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score Air Force 10, Navy 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the fullback. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And you gotta throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Second down coming up.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Scanning the field, it's Horvat. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just... The expressway is wide open at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. They'll try the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete! They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the Falcons will keep this drive going.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He'll pull it down. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it, but if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Field goal is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9 to Kennesaw State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Air Force offense will take over first and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. And tackled there by the defense. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here we go.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Jones. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
And the Air Force offense will take over first and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And off to Jones. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down, you can call them whatever you want.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
42 Spider.
Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21, Navy 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. To the air, it's Horvath. Finds his back in the middle.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Takes his shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Second down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is just getting blown off the field right now, and like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 35 to UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And off to Jones. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Air Force 21, Navy 3.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Spire.
They're going to ride this running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And the Falcons will have a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
42 Spider.
Running back, the ball carrier. It's 3rd down.
On the ready.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here?
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the ground game. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
55 weak. Alert.
Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Air Force. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating. He's going for a big play downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Navy quick to the line. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
Going for the big play. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in